Yung na-mention mo, living individuals, hindi pwede.
Mm-mm.
So, ibig ba sabihin nun, yung wala na pwede? May nag-suggest sa amin, attorney, na parang word mark lang daw. Is that a preferred advice?
Yes, that's the most basic. Like what the big companies are doing, di ba? Mayroong konting changes lang yung kanilang trademark. I-register na agad nila yung mga ganun.
How do you deal naman with mga infringement? Kung say may nagkopya.
Yeah. What we usually do is we send a cease and desist letter.
Hi everyone, this is Jerry Ilaw, co-founder of Ulearn and Tarki, and welcome sa ating Ulearn Insights, where we distill business strategies and tech into bite-sized learning. I'm still here with Attorney Tito Bondang, Managing Partner of SVBB Law Offices. Yan, Attorney, thank you so much ulit.
Yes, Jerry.
Yun. So, sa first episode ng ating Ulearn Insights, pinag-usapan natin kung ano yung mga types ng intellectual property. So, meron tayong trademark, patent, copyright, and also trade secrets na pag-usapan natin yon, ano yung mga differences. So if you haven't watched that, please watch our previous episode. And in this episode, we'll talk about naman specific, attorney, trademarking your brand. Kasi for business owners, ito yung, sabi mo nga, better na gawin na agad, no? Common misconception is hindi pa nila kailangan, startup pa lang sila, pero importante that we build that asset. And isa doon is the trademark. So, with that, attorney, ano ba yung pwedeng i-trademark at hindi pwedeng i-trademark?
Well, merong rules, no? Sabi ko nga kanina, di ba, parang if you're talking of trademark, first you can trademark a name, signature, photo, logos, slogans. Pero ang rule mo kasi dyan is there are trademarks that basically what you consider as inherently distinctive, or what you call as arbitrary trademarks, no? Yung inherently distinctive, yung parang mga invented trademarks that have no meaning, no? So, ang very common example lagi dyan, Kodak, for example. So, walang meaning yon. No? So, it's a registrable trademark. It has no connection at all with the products or services. Yung isa naman, yung parang arbitrary trademarks, basically, merong common, these are known words, no? Kaya lang nagkakaroon na ng ibang meaning when you apply that to their goods and services. For example, Windows.
Yes.
Iba na meaning ngayon ng Windows, di ba? So, or for example, yung Apple. Dati Apple lang, alam natin kung anong Apple. Ngayon, iba na din ang Apple, di ba? So yun, that's also a registrable trademark, no? Ang hindi lang pwedeng i-register as a trademark, basically, yung marami yung mga prohibitions under the law, no? Yung law natin dito, yung RA 8293, no? Intellectual Property Code of the Philippines. So for example, general, anything that is immoral, anything that is contrary to public order, no? Yung mga ganyan. So of course, these are not registrable trademarks. Yung mga insignia ng government, mga mga emblems ng Philippine government or other governments, hindi rin pwede, no? Or for example, yung mga, let's say, photograph or signature of living individuals tayo. Kung gusto nilang gamitin trademark tayo, yung ating photo, hindi pwedeng basta kunin nila yung picture natin at gamitin nilang trademark for their products and services. Kailangan may consent natin, no? Kung living individuals. And then, syempre, yung the usual na talagang hindi pwede, as a general rule, yung tinatawag natin generic, meaning this would be the words that would apply kung ano talaga yung tawag dun sa particular product, no? Kung chair yan, table, so you cannot use that, no? As your trademark. And then what we call descriptive, no? Marks that would describe yung products and services, hindi pwede, no? So yung mga ganun, misleading trademarks, no? For example, ang usual example dyan, misleading, kunyari ang produkto mo is hindi naman siya, let's say, hindi siya milk-based, let's say margarine, pero ang nilalagay mong drawing sa iyong packaging ay merong cow. So parang to signify na may milk yan, hindi naman talaga milk yan, no? So yun, mga misleading trademarks, no? Or siguro isa pa yung color alone you cannot register. Kunyari
Okay.
talagang mahal na mahal mo yung green
Oo.
as the color, hindi mo pwedeng appropriate. Anybody
Okay.
should be allowed to use
Okay.
the color green. Yun,
Okay.
yung mga, may mga prohibitions din.
Okay. Naalala ko tuloy, attorney, na sinasabi mo dito yung inherently distinctive. So, when we create brands, parang yun yung preference ko.
Yeah,
Na something na
oo.
walang meaning.
Yes, yes.
So,
oo,
like,
oo.
nag-usapan natin kanina si Tarky, no? It's
Oo,
one of
yes,
our
oo.
brands, no? Field automation software. So, marami nagtatanong,
Oo,
so, anong meaning ng
Oo.
Tarky? Sabi namin, combine lang namin yan. It has
Yes.
no meaning. But we're glad na, kumbaga, when we talk to clients, tapos
Oo.
dinidescribe yung product, they don't call our product software. Parang
Yes.
pagkausap namin sila, yun yung
Dala na nila yung pangalan.
Dala na nila yung pangalan.
Oo.
Sinasabi, yung Tarky ba kaya ng
Yeah.
ganito? Tapos, yun, music to our
Oo,
ears.
Point word na yan, kumbaga.
Yes.
Kaya okay yun.
Oo.
Yeah.
Yeah, tapos yung na-mention mo, living individuals, hindi
Mm-mm,
pwede.
mm-mm.
So, ibig ba sabihin nun, yung wala na pwede?
Well, kailangan mo pa rin syempre ng basically ang consent. No?
Okay.
Consent is very critical. So, kung walang consent, meaning hindi mo pwedeng basta-basta
Oo.
gamitin.
So, halimbawa,
Oo.
si Andres Bonifacio,
Yeah.
no,
oo.
gusto mo ilagay doon sa ano mo, mark mo, pwede ba yun?
Walang specific rule no na bawal yung ganon, except that siguro if I remember may instance before na ginagamit yun, ano? Pero kung ginamit mo in a way na perhaps na prejudicial sa kanya and sa family niya, no? Lalong mga ganon, mga historical figures, hindi pwede. No? So,
Okay.
kumbaga, putting them into a situation na hindi maganda when you connect the
Yeah.
name and the photo.
Yeah.
No? So mga
Okay.
it will fall under the general rule, no, yung mga bawal sa contrary, hindi pwedeng i-register yung mga immoral, something is contrary to public order, yung mga ganyan.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Now, once they have the brand, no, the trademark attorney, where they can parang check kung sakaling ito ba is similar to
Yeah.
a trademark
Oo,
na.
oo. Well,
brand.
usually that is an activity that you do before even applying, no? Bago
Oo.
ka mag-apply,
Oo.
pwede kang tinatawag doon trademark search.
Okay.
So,
okay.
online, you can do that, no? You can just check yung trademark databases sa Philippines, no? Meron lumalabas dyan ng mga registered and trademarks that are under application. So, kung existing na yan, most likely, dapat wag mo nang gayahin, no?
Okay.
Or kung talagang kamuka, pero iba naman yung goods and services, may possibility na pwede pa rin, ano? Except marami ang mga ibang exceptions lang talaga, no? Na mga rules. Like for example, kung very well-known mark na yan, tapos ginaya mo pa rin, so hindi pwede. No? So you have a database that you can use, no? Na ginagamit. Pero that more or less will approximate yung applied trademarks and registered trademarks and even abandoned trademarks na pwede mo nang gayahin kung abandoned siya.
Kung abandon. Okay. Okay. Tapos ano yung once they have the trademark attorney, no? Ay, yung mark nila, ano yung process nun?
Okay.
Saan sila pupunta?
Process mo is now online, no? Kasi sa IPO Phil. Medyo advanced ang IPO Phil. They started also during the pandemic. Puro pag IPO applications, pwede na online. So you go to their website, there's a procedure there how to file. You have the application form. Kung merong ibang nag-a-apply sa iyo, may mga special power of attorney form that you have to fill up.
Okay.
No? And then you submit, of course, a copy, a facsimile of your trademark. No? Basta merong mga required information that you need to provide. Sino yung owner, saan ang address niya, yung mga ganyan. Saan mo gagamitin. So basically, importante saan mo siya gagamitin. No? Kung goods or services ba, and then you have to indicate. Meron din tinatawag na para kang you subscribe to the NIS classification, no? Titingnan mo saan magfo-fall, anong class ba yung produkto mo. Kung damit yan, class 25. Kung pagkain yan, class 30, mga ganun. So yun ang ilalagay mo doon. And then you specify the goods and services. And then one important thing siguro is also colors, no? Kung nagki-claim ka ng colors. Halimbawa, yung Tarky mo is would always use white and blue or something like that, no? Yung ganung shade. Then you can include that in your application na every time gagamitin mo yung trademark, yun na yung kulay niya. No?
Okay,
Oo.
okay.
Pwede din naman na wala.
Pwedeng wala.
Pwede din naman
May
na wala.
nag-suggest sa amin, attorney, na parang word mark lang daw. Like for example, si Tarky, no? So parang word mark lang.
Yes.
Yung pangalan lang ng Tarky.
oo.
Is that a preferred advice?
Yes,
po
that's
siya?
the most basic. No?
Okay.
It's the most basic, especially for entrepreneurs, startups. No? At least yung word mark should be covered. No? Yun yung pinaka-baseline protection mo. Ngayon, kung may mga variations ka na, stylized version, tapos may logo ka na, syempre, better that you
Register
apply them
later.
and register
Okay.
them.
Okay.
Iba din kasi yung implication pag you apply for the registration separately at saka combination ng word mark at saka ng logo. So, the best way to protect is to apply them separately. No? Para merong each one, parang covered entirely lahat ng protection mo.
Okay.
Oo.
So you can start with the word mark,
Yes.
tapos later on, yung logo mo na itsura ng logo, mag-apply ka ulit.
Mag-apply ka na. Oo. Para
Okay.
you can use them separately also.
Separately.
No? Kasi minsan, pag isang registration ka lang, magkasama yung dalawa, word and logo, parang ang understanding doon is you need to use your word mark always with the logo.
With the logo.
Ngayon, pag nahiwalay na yung logo mo at yun yung kinopya, marami ng legal arguments no, na pwedeng erase. So, pag naninigurado ka, like what the big companies are doing, di ba, mayroong konting changes lang yung kanilang trademark, i-register na agad nila yung mga ganon.
Yeah.
So, very sensitive sila sa ganon.
Yeah. Tapos ano din kasi parang si logo can change minsan,
Yes,
diba? So kaya maganda na hiwalay siya. At least
Correct.
yun na lang ang protected pa rin yung main.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Tapos now that you have the trademark, ito yung sinasabi mo parang 6 to 12 months on the average, attorney, no? Tapos how do you deal naman with mga infringement? Kung let's say may nagkopya.
Yeah. Well, kasi so you apply your trademark, it will be published dun sa official gazette ng IPOPhil, tapos mare-register siya pag walang nag-object. But normally, kung may kumukopya na ng trademark mo, what we usually do is we send a cease and desist letter. No? We send cease and desist letter para lang ma-warning, may magbigay ng warning, no, na existing kami ang may prior right, so pwede tumigil ka na. Ngayon, if that will not work, merong old style before, nung hindi pa masyadong online, is that you make a publication, make a public announcement that this is my trademark, di ba?
Okay.
And there are people infringing, may kumukopya, mag-ingat kayo, parang mga ganon.
Okay.
No? And then, of course, pwede din na meron ka na mga legal remedies. No? So you can file either an infringement or an unfair competition case. You have the choice, pwede siyang administrative sa IPOPhil.
Okay.
Pwede siyang civil case, no? Pwede din siyang criminal. Actually, may penal clause kasi yung batas na RA 8293. So, pwede kung gusto mo na may kulong yung kalaban mo, ayun, pwedeng criminal case din yung i-file mo.
Okay. Tapos yung mga ganong cases, attorney, usually gano'ng katagal siya bago nare-resolve?
Medyo matagal din. That's still, it's like any other case in the Philippines. Medyo matagal. Siguro mabilis na yung 2 years.
Okay.
Kung talagang lumalaban din yung the other party, no?
Okay. Okay. And in the meantime that is happening, parang on your end, yun na yun, no?
Meron ka namang,
may iba ka pa bang pwedeng
provisional remedy ka kung suit, no? May provisional remedy ka, parang injunction.
Okay.
So kung makakuha ka muna ng injunction, so in the meantime, habang naglalaban kayo, hindi niya pwedeng gamitin.
Ayun. So pwede. Okay. Yeah. Ayun. So, ang dami nating napag-usapan about trademark, no? Protecting your brand. Again, attorney, no? If they want to get in touch with you to get help on these things, where can they get in touch?
Well, they can look for our website, SVBB Law, or they can contact me through my email. It's tito@sapaloveles.com.
Ayun. So, we'll put that in the description as well. And in the next episode, please watch out for it. We'll be talking naman about copyright for content, which is very relevant nowadays. We're all creating content, digital content. So, again, this is Jerry Ilaw, co-founder of Ulearn, and Tarky saying, if learning is not your priority, don't expect change. See you in the next video.